Seryozha is a ghost from Strahd's past. When Strahd killed his brother out of jealousy and a desire to have Tatiana, he didn't count on him returning. Seryozha is the alter ego of Sergei von Zarevich, back from the dead. Normally, Sergei is dead and his body is accessible in his crypt within the dungeons of Ravenloft. However, if a party needs a bit of assistance due to a small party size or being underleveled or just for fun, they may get assistance from Seryozha. It all started at Sergei von Zarevich's wedding with Tatiana van Kresk. Sergei's older brother, Strahd von Zarevich, in a fit of jealous rage, attacked Sergei while he exchanged vows with Tatiana at the altar of Castle Ravenloft's cathedral. Strahd bit Sergei's throat, draining enough blood to kill him. If he drained a bit more, Sergei would have suffered the awful fate of being Strahd's vampire spawn under his direct command. For all intents and purposes, Sergei von Zarevich was dead. Strahd feels a flux of emotions once he loses Tatiana and his brother on the same day. The realization of the fact that he was the last living von Zarevich dawns on Strahd, and he silently inters his brother in the crypts below. In a twisted form of respect for his murdered brother, Strahd buries Sergei with his plate armor and his sun sword. Sergei awoke in his coffin, left as a dhampir, a half vampire, half dead, half alive, and craving blood for sustenance. In a panic, he pushed open his coffin and looked around his crypt, fleeing the castle in a panic, searching for Tatiana. Luckily, Madame Katerina found Sergei before Strahd did. She explained the situation to him, the origin of the curse, everything, in the hopes that Sergei would be able to find a way to free Strahd from it. She explained that his narrow survival of an attack by a vampire turned him into a dhampir, and now he should lay in wait until the one from the Dark Moon prophecy arrives. Unbeknownst to Sergei, fearing the power of the Sun Sword being discovered by future adventurers, Strahd later constructs a portcullis at Sergei's tomb to dissuade the curious, and not too long after Sergei has already left his own crypt. Sergei then took up the identity of Seryozha, undermining Strahd whenever and wherever he could. Seryozha hides his identity with his enchanted cloak and is usually donning his sun sword. By this point, he has abandoned his plate armor for a lighter breastplate that can go under his cloak. He may have stashed it to recover later, ditched it as to not arouse suspicion, given it to an adventurer who probably fell to Strahd, or sold it for coin. So why Seryozha? Sergei in Curse of Strahd Dark Moon goes by Seryozha because that is the pet name Tatiana calls him in private. Only he and Tatiana would recognize this name, and so he uses this to not only conceal his identity, but as a way to honor his late bride-to-be. An important personality distinction between Dark Moon Seryozha and the vanilla module Sergei in Kresk's reflection pool is that by the time the party meets Seryozha, he's moved on. He still loves and cherishes his memory of Tatiana, but he is not Strahd. It has been centuries, and he has processed her death after all that time. He will not actively pursue romance with Tatiana's reincarnations, as it is very important to show narratively that Sergei loves her enough to let her go, whereas Strahd cannot. He'd allow a rekindling of that romance of a reincarnation of Tatiana, such as Irina, if she showed an interest in him, but he'd respect her autonomy as Irina rather than obsess over her connection to his former bride-to-be. This also low-key allows Sergei and Tatiana's reincarnations to be ethically romanceable if the players wish.